Have you ever stopped to ask a simple question? What does it truly mean to remember? We mark our calendars with special days. We gather for parades. We gather for ceremonies. Flags wave from front porches. Speeches are given from small-town gazebos and grand city stages. But behind all the noise and the color, a quiet question waits for each of us. Why do we honor the men and women who have worn the uniform of our nation? It is a question that goes deeper than just a day off from work or school. It is about who we are as a people and what we value most. This question is not just for historians. This question is not just for politicians. It is for every one of us. So let us begin this day not with easy answers, but with an open heart. So, who are these people we call veterans? The answer is as simple as it is profound. A veteran is any person who has served in the armed forces of our country. Young men who enlist right out of high school. Young women who enlist right out of high school. Their eyes full of hope and a desire to see the world. Mid-career professionals who join the reserves, balancing a civilian job, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Officers trained to lead others in the most difficult of circumstances. They come from every corner of this vast nation, from fields of the Midwest, bustling eastern cities, quiet southern towns, and the rugged West. They represent every race, every religion, every background, united by a shared uniform and a single solemn oath to protect and defend. Let me take you back in time to a war that has now faded from living memory for most. World War I was called the Great War, the war to end all wars. Young men crossed the Atlantic to fight on the fields of France. They faced trench lines, machine guns, and poison gas. It was brutal and unforgiving. They fought for a world they hoped would be safer. Imagine John, from Ohio, never 50 miles from home, suddenly sailing into the unknown. He learned to march, to shoot, and to rely on the soldier next to him as a brother. He felt the earth shudder and heard the call into no man's land. He saw courage and loss on a scale hard to fathom. At the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the guns fell silent. An armistice was signed, and hope filled the air. Armistice Day was born. That is the origin of the day we now call Veterans Day. Now, let me share a more personal story, one closer to home for many of us. Many families have a veteran in their family tree. My father served during World War II, part of the greatest generation. Ordinary people, extraordinary challenges. He did not often speak of the war, a chapter he kept tucked away. But in quiet moments, a story would emerge. Not about heroics, but about the cold, the hunger, and the joy of a letter from my mother. The weight he carried shaped who he was. He valued hard work and wasted nothing. Freedom must be earned and protected by every generation. They came home, put uniforms away, and built the America we know. Honoring them means remembering quiet sacrifice and carrying forward their values. The uniform in our neighborhood. Veterans are not confined to history documentaries. Think of those who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, an all-volunteer force. They chose to raise their right hand. They are our sons and daughters, our friends, and our colleagues. Consider Maria, an Air Force medic, first to care for the wounded. Brave, skilled, a calm presence in chaos. Now she studies to become a nurse. You might pass her and never know what she has seen. She carries her service quietly, and it changed her. Their skills, leadership, and sense of mission enrich our communities. We must never forget the chapter of their lives they gave to us. So we return to our central question. Why do we set aside this specific day to honor them? We do it, first and foremost, as an act of gratitude. It is our chance as a nation to say, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. In a fast world, we pause, reflect, and give thanks. We honor veterans to remember, the peace we enjoy was bought at a price. Veterans Day connects us to great struggles of our past. The stories of our veterans are the living embodiment of that history. Honoring veterans strengthens our communities. We reaffirm the values that bind us together. We do it for our children and grandchildren, to teach that service is noble and sacrifice is worthy of honor. So the flame of service continues to burn brightly. It is important that we speak plainly about the cost of service. Not to be grim, but to be honest. The price of freedom is real, and our veterans have paid it. For some, it was the ultimate price. Their names are etched across our country, from Washington, D.C. to small town squares. They left grieving families and a hole in their communities. We honor them by remembering and by supporting those they loved. Many carry the price every day, the physical wounds of combat. Visible scars that require a lifetime of care and adaptation. Our nation has a sacred obligation to provide the best care possible. Honoring them means keeping our promises, not just on November 11th, but every day. There are also wounds we cannot see. Memories of combat, stress of constant danger, the grief of losing friends. We call it post-traumatic stress, real and serious, deserving care without stigma. The price is also paid in time. Missed birthdays and anniversaries, strain on marriages and children, families serve alongside them. We must honor and support them too. When we honor our veterans, we are making a promise about the future. A promise that their service will not be forgotten. Their sacrifices will continue to have meaning. They fulfilled their oath to us. We must fulfill our obligation to them. Tangible support, education, jobs, healthcare. The GI Bill, training, and career pathways help veterans build new lives. Every veteran has a story. We must create spaces where they can be told and heard. Our veterans served the idea of America. The best way to honor them is to be good citizens. Participate, respect differences, and work together. This is how we keep faith. The legacy of our veterans is all around us, in the peace we enjoy and the freedoms we exercise, shaped by those who stood watch, sailed distant oceans, and patrolled dangerous skies. A steady force for good, protecting our interests and allies. Their legacy includes innovation and leading social progress, and a profound legacy of character they bring back home. We must teach, tell the stories, and preserve the history, so their legacy endures. As this day comes to a close, we are left not with answers, but with questions to carry in our hearts. The flags will be furled, the parades will end, but the meaning should not fade with the setting sun. How will you carry the story forward? Will you visit a memorial? Will you ask a loved one to share not of war, but of service? Will you volunteer, or make a small act of remembrance that matters? Less than 1% serves. What is our responsibility to them and to the idea of America? If these stories and questions meant something to you, please like and subscribe for more reflections on our shared American experience. Thank you.